Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We are here with a new chapter, that is Neoplasia. Neoplasia means new growth. A neoplasm is an abnormal mass of tissue, the growth of which exceeds and is uncoordinated with that of normal tissue and persists in the same excessive manner after cessation of stimuli which evoke the change. ये डेफिनेशन वेलिस ने दी है. बेसिकली नियोप्लाज्म का मतलब होता है न्यू ग्रोथ. ये एक नॉर्मल ग्रोथ होती है टिश्यू की जो कि हमारे पास एक्सीड करती है नॉर्मल ग्रोथ को, एक अनकोऑर्डिनेटेड वे में जाती है. और इवन जब हमारे पास जो नॉर्मल उसका स्टिमुलस था जिसकी वजह से ये चेंज हुआ था, इवन अगर वो स्टिमुलस ख़त्म भी हो जाए, सीज भी हो जाए, स्टिल हमारे पास ये अनकोऑर्डिनेटेड वे में ये ग्रोथ क्या रहती है, कंटिन्यू रहती है. जेनेटिक चेंजेस इसकी वजह से हो सकती हैं. कैंसर इज कॉज ड्यू टू जेनेटिक डिसऑर्डर that is caused by DNA mutation, either spontaneously or induced by environmental inserts. For example, you may say that it's increase in DNA methylation and alteration in DNA modification. Genetic alterations are heritable, being passed to daughter cell upon cell division. As a result, cell harboring these alterations are subjected to Darwinian selection. You will say survival of the fittest is there. Autonomous, clonal. Along with that, you say that accumulation of mutation gives rise to a set of properties that have been called as hallmark of cancer. For example, cell sufficiency in growth signals. These cells are having self-sufficiency in growth signals, so whereby the growth of cancer become autonomous and is unregulated by physiological cues. Lack of response to growth inhibitory signals. Then comes evasion of cell death, that is allowing cancer cells to survive under condition that induce apoptosis in normal cell. They are having limitless replicative potential. Angiogenesis, they invade the local tissues and they show reprogramming of metabolic pathway. They also have the ability to evade the immune system, and the genetic alterations that give rise to these hallmarks of cancer are sustained and they lead to genomic instability and further worsening the condition, leading to neoplasia. Okay, let's talk about nomenclature. There are two types of tumor, benign tumor and malignant tumor. Benign tumor characteristics are innocent, that is they are localized, amenable to local surgical removal. They can be removed with surgery. Let's take example of simple nasal polyps. They are having localized lumps. Suffix is oma. For example, in adenoma you say benign epithelial neoplasm gland pectorin. Papilloma are benign epithelial neoplasm that can grow on any surface that produce microscopic or macroscopic finger-like fronds. And polyps is a mass that projects above a mucosal surface. It is always present above the mucosal surface, as you say in a gut, and in the gut they will form a visibly structure, macroscopically visible structure. We're talking about cystadenoma. They are the hollow cystic masses that typically arise in the ovary. Let's discuss malignant tumor. Malignant neoplasm arising in solid mesenchymal tissue, and their derivatives are called sarcoma, where those arising in the leukemia blood are called as leukemia or lymphomas. Malignant tumors are cancer. They derive from the word crab, that is a Latin word, because they show the crab-like behavior, that is they can penetrate the walls, and their lesion can invade and destroy the intestine structure, spread to distant site, cause death. And malignant tumors basically show a sign of red flag. जब एक बंदे से कहा जाता है कि ट्यूमर मैलिग्नेंट है तो इसका मतलब होता है कि वो सीरियस कंडीशन है. सो इस वजह से आप कहते हो कि एक रेड फ्लैग का साइन होता है. ट्यूमर्स, benign tumor and malignant tumor consist of parenchyma and stroma. Parenchyma जो होता है, it is made up of neoplastic cells, and the stroma is made up of supporting host-derived non-neoplastic cells. They are made up of connective tissue, blood vessels, and host-derived inflammatory cells. Malignant tumor, few points, let's discuss them. Mesenchymal tissue, its derivatives are called sarcoma, whereas in blood it is leukemia, lymphoma, as I said earlier. In the epithelium of the body, they are derived from 3 germ layers, and malignant neoplasm of epithelial cells are called carcinoma, regardless of the tissue of origin. When they exhibit glandular pattern, they are called as adenomas, for example, adenocarcinoma. In squamous cell, they are called as squamous cell carcinoma. Okay. I said that in glandular pattern they are called adenoma, so they are called adenoma when they are benign, but they are called as adenocarcinoma when they are malignant. Squamous cell, they are called squamous cell carcinoma. Poorly differentiated is equal to no differentiation. And when you talk about mixed tumors, that is when they undergo divergent differentiation, so they are called mixed tumor. The best example is mixed tumor of salivary gland. And pleomorphic adenoma. Pleomorphic adenoma includes the fibroadenoma of female breast, and this benign tumor contain a mixture of proliferating rectal elements, adenoma, vaginal loose fibrous tissue, fibroma. Although only the fibrous component is neoplastic, the term fibroadenoma remains in common usage. Let's discuss the few general terms. For example, teratoma. Teratoma is a special type of mixed tumor that contain recognizable mature or immature cells. They consist of more than one germ layer and sometimes all the three. And benign cystic teratoma of ovary is the most common teratoma. Let's discuss the classification of teratoma. There are three types: benign cystic teratoma, malignant teratoma, specialized. Benign cystic teratoma occur at reproductive age, large sizes, 3 germ layers. And malignant teratoma occurs at younger age. It is small, solid, consists of 3 germ layers. Specialized teratoma is derivative of only one layer. It is also called monodermal teratoma. For example, in thyroid, that is struma ovari, mature thyroid tissue and ovarian carcinite is present. Another example is that in it serotonin granules are seen and carcinite syndrome is uncommon. You have to remember that in mature teratoma is always benign while immature teratoma is malignant. There were two different terms discussed in books, and there is aberrant differentiation, that is not true neoplasm. Hematoma means disorganized mass of tissue whose cell types are indigenous to the site of lesion, while as choricytoma is ectopic form of normal tissue, that is heterotopia. A few misnomers are there. Hepatoma, even though it is having the word oma, which is said oma is used in benign, still it is the malignant liver tumor. Melanoma, again it is having oma, but it is the malignant skin tumor. Seminoma, it is the malignant testicular tumor, and lymphoma is the malignant lymphocyte tumor.